So then, with the end of the first half of the Deluxe arc, we have our finalists. Mirai, Erika, Suo, Megami, Kagetsu, Akina, Michiru, and finally, Ruka. With these competitors, the battles are going to be intense. They're going to be emotional as we try to find and crown our new champion. So today I'm going to give you my predictions on the overall winner of the Deluxe tournament, as well as the matchups I think that would be interesting to have. So sit back, relax, and welcome to Dueling with Downton. Let's get started. So I want to start off by saying I do not think Akina is going to win the whole event, and I think the story prevents him from doing this with what they built up already, but he's still going to have a great showcasing and rock it on the card fighting stage. So then, the opening matchups of the knockout stage. Now this is a stab in the dark, but we do know that the matches are randomized. Yet I don't think we'll get any repeat matches from the group stages. So here is what I'm predicting. And again, if you have any different thoughts, then please let me know in the comments down below. I want to know what you predict for the outcome of this Deluxe Divinez tournament. So, starting off, Suo versus Michiru and Akina versus Erika. Now, these two matches tell a story with Suo versus Michiru as an interaction that everybody wants to see, as both love and live card fighting. But the deepest connection would be Suo trying to overcome the invincible fighter for a chance to face Akina yet again, but coming up short and losing to Michiru, which isn't, anything to be sad about. Whereas Akina versus Erika, this match tells the start of a girl overcoming her past and proving that she belongs. Erika wants to prove herself that she doesn't need this timeline's Akina to support her, that she can make it on her own as her own individual. Yes, it does not seem like the most exciting matchup, but I do think that this could have great potential, with Akina ultimately taking the win. As sad as it makes me feel to say that, however, I do think Akina needs to advance here, and I do think having this match, although it's now stripped the emotion that the first match had between the two, I still think it'd be nice to see Akina versus Erika once more. So then, on the right side of the tournament tree bracket, we have Mirai versus Ruka, and Kagetsu versus Megami. Now, do I love these matchups? Not really, but they do make sense, as I do think it's too early to have Ruka versus Kagetsu, but that doesn't scream tournament final in terms of a matchup. And Ruka has already faced Michiru, so she can't be on the left side of the tournament bracket where we will see her face Michiru once again. I do love the idea though of the creator of Blackout versus the creator of Daybreak. I hate predicting that Mirai is going to lose this because I love her character, but her character has been built up as this unstoppable fighter. So having Ruka win here would boost Ruka's credit to the fans in attendance. After all, we haven't yet seen her card fighting, but we know that she's strong enough to become second place in a Group D stage. That again, we don't know the competitors of, but we know that a caliber of Michiru's level was in it. As for the other matchup, Megami's had a great showcasing so far, but really hope that the show doesn't do Megami too dirty here against Kagetsu, but ultimately we know who's going to win between the two. So then, on to the semi-finals. On the left-hand side, we have Akina versus Michiru, as both would advance, meaning that they are getting the showdown, which has potential to be the finals of the tournament, but is happening a round earlier. But with Akina's new goal of becoming pro, this doesn't necessarily mean he has to win Deluxe. It makes it easier, yes, but ultimately Michiru will prove too much for Akina to handle. But this will also be a great back and forth match, making Akina go out showcasing that he has a lot of resolve, guts, skill, and courage. This side of the semi-finals will be more action-based, as we don't have much of an emotional connection between Michiru and Akina. So I do think having this side of the bracket be more of the action heavy, be more intense with that theme would work out perfectly. Whereas on the other side of the tournament tree we would have Kagetsu and Ruka. Finally meeting again, having a match filled with a lot of emotion. A match Kagetsu has been waiting for years. I imagine we'd have a lot of callbacks from their first card fight that we saw in the flashback before. But when the dust settles, Ruka will fall, with a smile on her face as she laughs, and Kagetsu advances to the finals. Because let's be honest, we know if Ruka wins and faces Michiru again, then she lost last time, so what would make her win this time? And if this match goes on first, it could give us like a intense build-up for a potential tiebreaker between Akina versus Kagetsu if Akina wins against Michiru. But for it to be a rematch of the ages, I think it would best to see Kagetsu versus Michiru once again clash in Deluxe. As we were seeing in the flashback that they both clashed in the past, but never again since Kagetsu quit. This one I think would have fans holding their breaths more, so I'd like to see the fight in its entirety if they give us this as a finals. And I don't think it would diminish Akina's character for losing in the semi-finals against someone like Michiru, and I don't think Ruka would be that bothered to lose this tournament either because of a carefree nature. So again, what I'm predicting is Kagetsu versus Michiru in the finals, and Michiru finally getting his victory over Kagetsu, and proving that he is still the best in the world, even after being away for so long. What do you think? Could this be the way the Divinez Deluxe arc goes? Or are you predicting something different? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Get creative and tell me why you think the matchup should happen the way you think they're going to. On that though, have a great day, arigato, matane, goodbye.